Welcome to the 2016 Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge powered by Nissan. 166 competitors set out to race across the stunningly beautiful Liwa Desert in one of the most famous and iconic races in motorsports. But beauty sometimes comes at a price. With the sun blazing 36 degrees, the desert terrain is brutal on both man and machine. In the bike category, Toby Price, Sam Sunderland and Pablo Quintanilla stuck together like glue, kilometre after kilometre. But it's the Aussie Toby Price who just about holds the advantage after 3 exhausting stages. In the cars category, Nasser Al-Attiyah and Mathieu Baumel in their Toyota Hilux have had a firm grip on the race right from the off. They have a 15-minute cushion on last year's winners, Vladimir Vasiliev and Konstantin Ziltov. But the desert always bites in some way, shape or form. Nothing can be taken for granted. Another 258 kilometres of exhausting heat, rocks, sand and steep dunes await to test all drivers and riders. It's the penultimate day of racing. It's stage 4. The battle of the top 3 in the bikes has totally dominated our attention since the front wheels touched the start line on day 1. And the same was expected today. However, stage 4 always has a reputation of twisting the order and punishing those who lose focus. Faced with 4 hours in the sun and sands, the intrepid quad and bikes set off once again into the empty quarter. The empty quarter certainly lives up to its reputation. Just camels roam, but you must be ready to face its daunting challenges. Mind games, sheer force of will, exhaustion must always be overridden by adrenaline. The Liwa Desert appears to bite Sam Sunderland and Toby Price, the two losing time out on the stage, but the question being, was it exhaustion or was it strategy? It soon became obvious that Sunderland and Price were in a tactical duel. They allowed the chasing pack to haul them in late in the stage, and it was always going to be a case of when rather than if. Finally, the underdogs seemed to have their day in the sun. Best of that pack, France's Pierre-Alexandre René has been in good form on this rally and set a blistering time of 3 hours, 42 minutes and 39 seconds. Starting 2 places ahead of René, Jose Cornea was also in the first group over the finishing line, along with Al Belushi. Both riders fast and clean, posting 2nd and 3rd fastest times. From the top 3, Pablo Quintanilla was next up, with Sam Sunderland and Toby Price 5th and 6th fastest respectively. The overall leaderboard changes yet again. Chile's Quintanilla now on top, but perhaps in the box seat for the final day, Sunderland and Price poised for a final day assault. It's still anybody's to play for. Mohamed Al Belushi holds 4th, and after today's heroics, Pierre-Alexandre René is into 5th.
I tried to push a little bit this morning before the refueling because it was only June, and I had a small gap at the refueling, so I tried to keep my concentration and my speed, and at the end I make a good stage, and I'm really happy with my feeling, and with my bike was perfect.
Harder than yesterday, I think. Today the heat was more, but it's okay. No, I try to do some strategies to don't start first tomorrow. Well, it's like this. It was really fun stage.
It was tough, The last part was very hard, more than the other days, and the dunes was very soft, so kind of difficult. But I think it was a good stage. We catch a lot of the front guys that I think they were preparing a strategy for tomorrow. But well, it's good. I think I'm very in a good place on the stage, so I am hoping I recover some time from the other guys behind, because till yesterday I was 10th in the overall, so I want to be a little ahead, so let's hope I recover some time.
Just like with the bikes, the Liwa Desert was in the mood to test and mix things up on stage 4. Previous day's form guide would be ripped up. There was a change in the air. It was Finnish rally legend Mikko Hirvonen and co-driver Michael Perrin who set the fastest time of the day. They blazed across the sand and made it look quite effortless, pushed by their mini teammates. But as Hirvonen crossed the line, it was clear he had given it everything. For rally leader Nasser Al-Attiyah and Mathieu Baumel, perhaps with their eyes on the prize, they drove clean and fast, but always within their limits. There was no real need to push. But Bryce Menzies and Andy Schultz had a point to prove and therefore put the pedal to the metal. They managed the third fastest time of the day. Saudi Arabian Yazid Al-Raji lost more time on the leaders today, posting the fourth fastest time. It was a stage to forget for 10th place Nunzio Cufaro. First, he and Daniel Menzies got stuck in the dunes, and once going again, their wheels literally fell off. But more seriously, perhaps the biggest news of the day was the second place mini of Vasiliev and Ziltov, who did not complete the stage. They crashed and returned to the bivouac on the main road, looking rather second-hand. So this is how the leaderboard looks after 4 stages. Nasser Al-Attiyah and Baumel have just under half an hour lead over Al-Raji. And after their exhausting drive today, Mikko Hirvonen is up to 3rd from 5th.
It was not easy stage, you know. Okay, we did some part of yesterday, but completely new, and we don't take any risk, you know. And just we really study all the way, and we don't have any mistake, anything, you know. I'm quite happy to finish the stage. Yes, and just we're looking for tomorrow.
Well, this morning I wasn't feeling that good, so I just wanted to get through it, and we pushed really hard at the beginning, and we got to the second car on the road behind Nasser. And then, you know, we came over a rise and just stuffed it into a ditch and got stuck like 50K from the finish. So it just is such a bummer that you come all that way and push that hard, and then, you know, you lose like 5 or 6 or 10 minutes, something like that at the very end. But, you know, as part of it, I'm learning.
Good stage. It's very hot also, and the sand is very soft. And we finish it, I think, overall 2nd position. And we see tomorrow small stage, not difficult. We hope do it well.
One word, proud of them. Because if you have a good team, you can go forward with it, and you trust your team. They come to me if they want anything. I have a good relationship with them, and it is. But once they start and they say, we are part of you, you are not just a volunteer, but you are an official, and you listen to orders. Why? Because that's the way. It is about safety, it's about doing the right thing. We have the medics that I'm proud of, the sweet team, the management there, tracking everybody. And you know, these events is not anymore like it used to be. All the software, the equipments are every year there is a new things. And what is to introduce the new system for safety. This is a demanding desert.
Tomorrow will bring the final stage of this epic and totally absorbing rally. Just 234 kilometres of competitive stage left, but more tough and exhausting desert sands. Nothing, however, can or will be taken for granted. There are sure to be more twists and turns in the plot. Make sure you join us for the concluding day of the 2016 Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge, powered by Nissan.